you're having coffee with me, I'll be glad that you came visiting my tangle of words. Make yourself at home. Did you see the full moon the other night? Crazy how regardless of where you are in the world, you can look up and the same one you see is the one I see. In case you missed the memo, every June for the last 5 years, I've been taking part in a blogging challenge known as the WinterABC Storytelling Challenge. Africa's digital storytellers are invited to be part of reclaiming the narrative. The internet is the new frontier, and each post you create is like planting a flag and owning digital real estate. Ever thought about it like that? If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that weekly themes for WinterABC 2023 were modeled around the metaphor of a fire. First is the spark that ignites the fire, then you have the flame, followed by the warmth, the light, and finally the rekindling. A little birdie tells me that the person who came up with these themes has a fascination with fire, as they're taught him, and he imagines the internet as the new digital fireplace, where we can gather around as we did in the days of old to tell stories by the fire on full moon nights. We're a few days into June, and as always, I'm awed to see how different people tackle the challenges, to see the similarities and differences in our creative processes and cultures. You can check out a few articles below. Every fire begins with a spark. Waxes philosophical on the themes. The Spark by Connie navigates the journey to why we ride. The Spark Light Me Up by Hey Auntie is a short, vulnerable dedication to staying inspired. The Social Media Spark echoes my thoughts on how social media isn't just social media. I Am by the Empress of Buckingham is a captivating play on words and a super cool introduction. The Spark, the WinterABC 2023 poetic story by a blogger who recently completed the Afrobloggers Blogging Fellowship. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that over the weekend we celebrated the graduation of the second cohort of the Afrobloggers Blogging Fellowship project. Having taken them through Blogging 101, I felt like a proud uncle of bloggers, beaming with pride, hope, and joy. I'm also a little jealous that when I started a blog, we had to learn about all these things the hard way, which is why I became for others that which I could not find for myself. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that the president finally proclaimed the date for the harmonized presidential elections for 23 August 2023. So officially it's now open season, and so far there's a possible 8 presidential contenders, but the nomination court will sit on 21 June. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that the Zimbabwe's parliament recently passed the controversial patriotic bill under the Criminal Law Code Amendment Bill, which is supposed to strengthen aspects of the criminal code protecting national interests. The bill criminalizes actions deemed to willfully damage the sovereignty and national interest of Zimbabwe. The vague nature of the phrasing has raised red flags that the bill will be used to crack down on criticism of the government. Just this morning, a man is said to have stopped his vehicle at an intersection and was shouting "Free Zimbabwe" from the top of his car. Not sure as to the fate of the man, but he was whisked away by security forces. What's been going on in your neck of the woods?